The mirror test: how to develop self-confidence. The crowd was loud, the stage was bright, and Ethan's hands were shaking. He stood backstage, gripping a small note card, his speech for the annual school talent show. For weeks, he had practiced every word. For months, he had dreamed of standing here, proving to himself that he could do it. But now, as he looked at the curtain about to rise, that little voice in his head whispered again, "You're not good enough." He froze. That voice wasn't new. It had followed him his whole life, in classrooms, on sports fields, even in conversations with friends. Every time he wanted to try something new, that same whisper stopped him. What if you fail? What will people say? And so, for years, Ethan played it safe. He hid behind average grades, quiet answers, and fake smiles. He wasn't shy, he was scared. Scared of being judged. The turning point. One morning, his teacher, Mrs. Carter, gave the class a strange assignment. She said, "Tomorrow, I want you all to do something brave. Not for grades, not for me, but for yourself." Ethan didn't know what that meant. That night, he stood in front of his mirror and whispered, "I can't even speak without shaking. How can I be brave?" And then something inside him snapped. He looked into his own eyes, tired, afraid, uncertain, and said louder, "No, I can. I'm done letting fear win." It was the first time he'd ever spoken to himself with conviction. And in that moment, he realized something. Self-confidence doesn't start when people believe in you. It starts when you believe in yourself. The decision. The next day, he signed up for the talent show, a public speaking slot. His friends laughed. "You talking on stage? You'll freeze." He smiled, but inside he was terrified. Still, every night, he stood in front of that same mirror and practiced. Not just the words, but the way he looked at himself. He told his reflection, "You've got this. You've worked hard. You belong here." At first it felt silly, but day after day something changed. His voice got steadier, his back stood straighter, and his smile became real. He was becoming confident, not because people told him to, but because he finally told himself he could. The moment. And now, standing behind the curtain, with sweaty palms and a racing heart, Ethan took a deep breath. When the host called his name, he walked out. The lights blinded him. The room fell silent. He could feel 100 eyes staring. Then, he remembered the mirror, his own reflection telling him, "You belong here." He smiled, and he began to speak. His voice trembled at first, then grew stronger with every word. By the time he finished, the audience was on their feet. That night, he didn't just deliver a speech, he won back his belief in himself. Moral. Confidence isn't built overnight. It's built every time you face fear and do it anyway. Every time you talk kindly to yourself instead of tearing yourself down. Every time you look in the mirror and say, "I'm not perfect, but I'm enough." Because real confidence doesn't come from applause. It comes from self-acceptance. And the moment you believe that, the world will believe it too.